tonight's guest is a local author and illustrator, Chula Gemignani, to chat with us about her book, Riverways. Thanks for coming down, Chula. I'm so excited. We were talking about the river earlier and, some safety tips for right now. So can you tell us about what's in this book and why it's important to you?
Well, this book, Riverways, it's called Riverways, The Rivergoer's Guide to River Etiquette. And it's actually a guide for rivergoers, and it's teaching rivergoers how to be river keepers, and so how to take care of the river and how to be considerate of other rivergoers, and how to take care of yourself at the river as well. And also, I think that, a lot of us go to the rivers and we're just going there to recreate. We forget that it's actually a living place where other, creatures of all kinds and birds and fish depend on.
I saw an otter the other day.
Oh, beautiful. Lucky you.
I was like, what is that?
It's so wonderful.
But yeah, there's a lot going on. And I like that term. We're not river goers. Us in the community, we are river keepers.
Yes, absolutely.
What do you think some of the most important things of river etiquette are for people to know? Locals and visitors alike.
I think so I wrote this book specifically for Airbnbs and the National Hotel and different hotels in town to have this book in the rooms so that they can inspire visitors. So a lot of us who live here, we take care of the river. We might bring a garbage bag to the river and leave it as we found it, or maybe even cleaner than we found it. But visitors don't really know to do that, and they don't know that they have the opportunity to become river keepers. So they're not just going to be visiting a river, they're going to become part of it, and experience it.
Man, and the illustrations in here are just beautiful.
Thank you.
Look at the cute puppy. There's a little puppy.
But yeah, that one's all about leashing your dog and making sure that you carry out the poop.
Yes.
It's important.
Get your poop out of here. I agree. It's so, I've been at the river and there was so much trash. I was like in tears.
Yeah.
I was bringing out bags full and, it's really important that we share this. So where can we find this book in case we want to give it to all of our friends, and family members who may be visiting? Where can we find this?
You can find it locally at Harmony Books in Nevada City. He always carries them. And then if you aren't local and you need to find it, online, it's everywhere online. You just can Google it. Oh. And Amazon has it, and all of the different booksellers have it. It's called Riverways, The Rivergoer's Guide to River Etiquette.
With poems by Meredith Hiller, and these poems are a treat. You guys are not going to want to miss these poems or these illustrations.
Meredith is an amazing poet. She spends most summers at the river. She stays there, and every day she's there and basking in it and absorbing the environment and writing about it. So her poems, when you read them, you can just imagine yourself there at the river. You really feel it. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And so why is this so important to you that everybody knows? What was the beginning that made you so passionate about the river?
Well, I hate to mention it because, we're trying to forget that it ever happened, but the whole COVID thing, the shutdown.
Oh my gosh.
And so during the shutdown, everyone needed to get outside and everyone was coming and going to the river. And
it was packed, yeah.
Yes, it was the most packed we've ever seen it, and it had the most damage that we ever saw as well. And so that what was happening was we were on lockdown, and also it was fire season and everyone was inside. And so there was a lot happening on Facebook, and a lot of people were complaining about the river. Every day I would read more and more posts about the river and the trash they saw or whatever they saw at the river and what their experience was. And so what I did was I just started to, in the morning, I just had my whole kitchen table was set up with my watercolors, and I just started to do a watercolor for each of the points that people were making on Facebook. And then that's how it all came. So really it was a community supported project.
Your complaints, they're in the book, guys.
Yes, they are.
Put them in.
I did.
Well, that's really cool because I think COVID was really hard for all of us, a pretty negative experience.
Totally.
But what a positive thing that came out of it. That's amazing.
And I think a lot of people around here, we say it's our river and, those people using our river, but it's everybody's river. And, even though it was hard at the time, I think it was really beautiful that people were going to nature for solace and comfort. And so, just to remember that when we go out into nature, that it's not just for recreating, it's really for a mutually beneficial experience. So when you think about that with our relations in general, like you always want to have a mutually beneficial relationship and communication. And so even when you go to the river, to be having that kind of an experience is very rich, I think. And it takes, you're taking responsibility. And I think that's really powerful.
I know that's where you're going to catch me and my boys.
All
my
right.
kids will be at the river all summer. And we'll be reading this. I'm going to put it up on the wall. You guys, here's the etiquette.
Someone at who takes care of the marquees at Purdon, Lisa Lilly, she asked me if she could use this art there. And so when you go to Purdon, you'll see it on that board that's there. You'll see all of the paintings there and the poems as well, all of the pages. Yeah, it's really fun. Sometimes I'm walking by and I see people stopped and reading it all. And
that's sweet.
It makes me really, warms my heart,
That's
it makes me really happy. Yeah.
Well, thanks for doing that for us in our river.
Absolutely.
I
just hope everybody gets a copy, especially people who are hosts. Yeah.
Well, river keepers, go get Riverways. If you have an Airbnb, make sure that our tourists are reading this and they get the etiquette down. Thank you so much for coming down and sharing this with us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much. Yeah.